Hello, and welcome back to WKNI. Good news, Covington County, and we've got my buddies on here. We got Bob and Jimmy.
Good morning.
Bob and Jim.
Bob and Jim in the morning show.
Bob and Jim. That has a ring to it.
Did you hear that? Bob and Jim in the morning show?
Or Jim Bob.
Jim Bob. I like Jim Bob.
I think you ought to come out here and do a morning show.
How about evening?
Evening. Oh,
Or late morning?
The Jim Bob Show.
Jim Bob.
I like that.
That could be on A&E, couldn't it?
Well, you know what? Go right behind Duck Dynasty.
Yeah.
All you have to do is quack like a duck.
Well, we are clean shaven. There is a difference.
I'm not picking on him, okay? I said I wouldn't do it no more.
Right. Now,
Okay?
watch it.
And see, when you went clean shaven,
Jim,
Hey.
he needs to take it easy on you.
I didn't say anything yet.
We'd fit right in behind them. I don't know if Bob will admit it, but I know I'm a redneck. So I got no problem with that.
I'm going to be real careful because you're a client of mine.
I was born and raised in Fort Allen, Covington County. So
Wow.
Well, actually, we're not considered rednecks anymore because we have collared shirts on.
yeah, but
Because you got collared shirts in your closet. Now, let me tell you, if you go to your closet and you've got only T-shirts, you could be a redneck. Only T-shirts. Now, I love T-shirts, but only T-shirts. What you think?
hey, I'm still a redneck.
I think you came out of the closet.
I don't think there was ever any question about that.
Well, listen, I grew up so far south, my mom and daddy speak Spanish. Okay. You know something? I'm proud of it.
He said the collars come out of the closet, or, anyway, he's wearing a collared shirt, okay? And so he came out of the closet.
I had to find it.
That was my point.
Okay, I understand.
You came out of the closet. I wasn't saying anything, alluding to anything else.
I understand.
But we found out that your mom and dad speak Spanish.
Yeah, they do now.
Yeah, they do now.
That's because we grew up so far south. Yeah.
It's yours, man. I'm letting you go with it.
Okay.
You took on with
Tell
it.
them about our new.
That's
new
right.
thing we're coming
Let me
into
tell you
here.
something. Me and Jim are on the way up here, and because we're a full service company, and and this has been going on, and I'm telling you, I bet there's been, I'm not going to exaggerate, say 1,000 people have asked, what do I do with my plated silver?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I mean, what do I do with it? Well, we're providing a new service. We're buying plated silver now. Everybody's going to say, what? I'm serious. We have got, and because we want to be able to service everyone. And everybody is I'm sure, on television. They're doing what? They're going to every flea market, yard sale, garage sale, they're going to clean themselves out and bring it to you. Okay.
I just went through a whole bunch at a thrift store the other day looking for silver, and I said, well, this is plated, this is plated, this is plated.
We are willing.
I'm going back. Don't say it. Shh. That did not get said on here, folks. There's a couple of thrift stores I got to go clean out.
But, we'll look it over. I mean, we're not going to buy the stuff that was, dropped in a bucket of silver paint. But if it's plated silver.
How can you tell?
Well,
It'll be marked.
It'll be marked, or it'll say plated on it. It'll have something like that.
Does it have a percentage of the plating on it, or?
No. I mean, we're just taking a shot. And we were saying, let's just take a shot at it. And we walked up. There's one thing about when you walk up to a cliff. There's no trees in your vision. You can see clearly. And so me and Jim walked up on a cliff. We figured we fixing to take a step overboard. What do you think, Jim?
I believe so.
Jim was saying, Bobby. I said, yes, sir. He says, we're going to start buying plated silver. What do you think? I was thinking, are we fixing to give money away? He went, yes. So guess what? There's nobody I know of that buys plated silver. We're expecting, and actually we've got to probably go buy some big cans to put it up in at all the locations. Listen, that's something else. We're just not here in Andalusia. We're a service company in Monroeville on Thursdays and Fridays, in Geneva, and Troy, Alabama, and we're fixing to start this process. Starting Friday will be a whole new thing. We're buying plated silver as well as all other metals. I know that sounds crazy, but guess what?
Dude, I'm sitting here Teresa, we're cutting the show short. I'm out of here. I'm going to go to several locations right now and go get all that plated. How many plated things did we sit there? Oh, it's plated. Oh, it's plated. Okay.
Well, most people throw it away because nobody was willing to take the time to work with it. I says, you know something? Jim says, we're going to do it. I said, you know something? If it'll service the people, and because we want to be a one-stop shop. We want to be able to do it all for everybody in our communities. And Jim says, I guess what? As my partner, I totally agreed with him. So, I mean, we're fixing to start buying. And there's only one way to tell. You know, some of it is plated with nickel, some of it's silver. We'll look at it and be sure. But we are serious about it because in usual cases, most people think of plated silver is no worth more than plated than nickel or whatever, or paint. But it does, and we are going to start. And I know we're going to have to buy a lot of it, you know. But we were thinking about buying a big, you know, like a 55-gallon drum, you know, and put to this location just to start buying it. It's off the chain, isn't it? Nobody's going
Dude,
to.
you just
It's off the chain.
you
isn't it?
created a monster here.
Oh, it's going to be, we're looking, I would make everybody suggestions, don't wait till the evenings to come in so you don't have to be in a line. But, you know, I think starting Friday and then actually as it rolls over till next week, and if you need to call one of the stores to find out when it's not as busy as other times, I mean, this is a whole new area that we're pushing.
Wow.
And because nobody's doing it. Nobody. And they're saying, why? What, are you out of your mind? It's not worth nothing. Well, maybe. We're going to take a shot
Well,
at
let
it.
me tell you how not out of reality realm this is, because I know folks that used to go out and look for the old computer boards, the old circuit boards, and they'd sit there and they go, there's gold in those boards. This is back in the day.
I've heard there's gold in their heels. Teresa, gold in their heels.
Anyway,
Okay.
trying to go with the flow here, and
I'm
you're
sorry.
interrupting me, and this is my show.
Actually, it's Teresa's show. She don't
Oh,
know.
see, who did that the last time and ended up getting thrown off? This is no, Teresa's the boss. That's what I was told with somebody
Actually,
sitting
you
there.
know, you're the guy in front of the camera. Teresa is the producer. She's the boss. You better agree to that quickly. I'm telling you, Eddie, that right there is.
Trust me, I don't want to be the boss.
Well, she
Well,
is. we
every
know
time somebody complains, dial Teresa, 488-5929.
that. Okay.
How's that?
Yes, sir.
And at 10:30 last night when I was up here fixing the equipment, call Teresa.
Well, you know something? She sent you up here to fix it. That's why she's the boss.
How'd you know? Did you tell him? Say, that ain't right. Anyway, going back, see, all the way over there. Where was I at?
We're talking about us being crazy and buying plated stuff.
Buying plated silver, but I was going to say, people going out and scavenging, getting old computers and the old
Yeah.
CRTs, the old monitors. And they had traces of silver and gold in them. And the gold was substantial that people were pulling out and melting off these boards. And they were making tens of thousands of dollars off of it from rummaging and getting old computers. And so it's not that far-fetched. I watched one of those scavenge shows on TV where a guy went into an old transmitter building for a TV or radio station. They were making it digital. And they pulled out a whole transmitter. And the guy made like $10,000 off
Wow.
of the gold that was inside that
You got
transmitter.
any transmitters in here?
I do. Leave them alone. And they're all gold plated.
We'll buy that too.
Weigh it before we take it out.
Whatever we will need to do, Miss Teresa.
I'll let you weigh the entire transmitter and you
know,
can pay me on that.
If
but-
that's the case, we'll. But Jim just said we're gonna buy a plate. What are you thinking?
I got to ask you.
I'm thinking we're gonna get a lot of it.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna get
but-
hundreds of pounds, and I don't blame people. I would load us up too.
But
The great thing in the,
I got questions.
where the most of it, if you'd be able to bring in those big old plated trays
Yeah,
that
just
that
most
weigh
of 'em.
10, 15 pounds apiece. And
There's some of those trays weigh 30, 40, 50
yeah,
pounds.
and then all the
30 or
the
something.
hollowware and silverware that, you know, people have brought us over the years that we couldn't buy. Well,
Yeah, what we're saying
we're-
is, I got 2 words, try again.
yeah. Bring it in and let us take a look at it.
You blew me away with that because I'm telling you, nobody will they'll look at it and say, I don't want it.
Hopefully by next, we're gonna have a banner up and it says, try again,
Try again.
try again. What you think? Pretty catchy?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Jim.
Welcome to the Jim Bob Show.
Jim, you know something, Jim, you are a genius. I am blessed for you being my partner and taking care of me.
Now,
You know something, me and you, I'm gonna start going to the same hairdresser you do too.
That'll be good. You'll appreciate that.
He appreciate that? Okay.
Back to you, Ed.
Okay.
Oh, thank
is this
you.
Eddie's show?
Jim, thank you.
Jim, stop that. It's Eddie's show.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. Glad somebody recognized that I was here.
I'm sorry, Eddie. I apologize.
It's okay. It's a good thing. You know, I got to ask you, how, I know there's a separation process of getting, you know, the silver separates from the metal when you melt it and do whatever with it. But silver plating is usually like really thin.
Oh, it's like,
This is a,
we're buying it by
we're,
the pound.
yeah,
But we're gonna pay it. If it's
we're,
thin.
we're not sure that, I mean, this is
No.
something that we're going into with some other people and we're, among the whole group, we're not sure yet how this is gonna work out. We don't know because there's no consistency that I know of in that this particular company puts this much plate on and this company puts this much percentage. So we're gonna have to take a shot at it
Well-
and see how it comes out to be.
If you may use some of the technical terms, it's called mills.
Right.
And even like a gold-plated watch is done in so many mills. And it's, I think it's a term you're gonna see used more than anything in industry is mills, you know, and then it's gonna make a difference on the process of the base metal that is used on how many mills actually can go on to, because certain metals will take different mills. I mean, they can keep rolling it, but you know, so we're just gonna take a shot at it. And you know something, and we hope we're doing, we just want to start a new thing. And guess what? We want to start it right here on this station in Andalusia, Alabama.
Then after we, you know,
Paige is gonna sit there and-
taken in about 10,000 pounds of it and tried to figure out whether
we're
we're
gonna do with
making
it.
any profit on it or not. We'll
And you know something, in the
Keep on
cases
going
we
with it.
talked to Jim, even Jim was saying, he says, you know something, Bobby, it's not a process, oh, we're going to make a lot of money. We're not. And we're not the process, we don't want to lose any money, but we want to provide a service. And nobody's providing this service. Nobody that I know of. And so we just want to say, hey, we're going to take a shot at, even if we came to the point of breaking even, but we want to provide a service. But, you know, what we're looking for in the meantime is that a lot of people's going to bring stuff in that don't know it's real. And we're going to pay that for being real. And that's part of this process, I
Yeah,
think.
that's the other thing. Yeah, they're gonna bring it in, we'll go through it. If they've got,
A sterling piece or
they got
something.
sterling in it, we're gonna pay them sterling prices for it.
See, that's the other thing too. There's sterling silver out there, and
They don't
people don't realize that's got value. And they'll sit there and we looked at a tea set, at a sterling tea set, and the lady sat there and she had this outrageous price on it. It was pretty, okay.
Was it a sterling tea set? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what it'd be worth, you know. As far, I don't need a tea set.
Well, you know, a lot of people, that all they do is they just go to eBay, and what they're asking for eBay is what they put on it.
Yeah.
And
Do
that's,
you know what gets me out? I'm glad you brought that up.
It is
There
up.
are two pawn shows that one of them I can't stand to watch, but last night I ended up watching it. And there's another one that I enjoy watching. And they send out for experts, and they send out, you know, for people's, you know, opinions, and then people come in, they go, well, this is what it's selling for on eBay or something like that. And the guy, the owner of the shop, turns around and says, well, that's what they're trying to sell it for, but that's not, you know, what the price of it is. It can go for anything, you know, before then. And he goes into, that I have to put it on the shelves, like he's got to pay rent and all this. And he makes a good business sense. Then this other guy gets on there and he says, let me go look this up on the internet. And you see them going on there and they're looking at eBay or something like that, and they get the prices off of there and they say, well, they're selling for $2,000 on eBay. I'll give you $100 for it.
What?
Yeah.
There is, and
I mean, that,
And Jim is probably one of the best at it doing research on things because we've had people come to leave us stuff. And if we can do something for them, we're going to do that. But, the thing is about eBay, I saw a half-eaten peanut butter and jelly sandwich on eBay one time for $5. And the thing is, people don't realize, and Jim always runs advanced, well, what is it sold for? And let me tell you, you need to take the time on sending it. You may need to make sure you get paid. And what does eBay charge to sell it?
About 12%.
About 12%. Now, you put all the shipping and everything else plus the 12% online, all that. And it's still, remember this, it has, after you do all this and send all these things, there's a process, we're a cash business, we're going to pay up front. But, it's like, is it worth the time for people to go to, shipping and doing this and doing that, making sure you get your money, paying the profits to eBay and everything else. So it's a lot to it. So we're offering a service on this.
You're not going to have to worry about the 12%. You're not going to have to worry about any of the extra hidden costs.
Hey, we'll make less than 12% on buying bullion. We'll make 10%.
You're not going to have to worry about what are you going to get for it.
Yeah, we'll tell
You know exactly what it is. You got it today. It didn't take 2 weeks.
Well, we buy bullion, silver. Comes in there.
Silver and gold bullion.
At 90%.
90% of today's
So
price.
That's
so-
insane.
Yeah.
Because I told you about my trip to Florida for the
Yeah.
holidays. Okay. I had a Troy coin with me.
Yes.
And I sat there and the guy looked at it and he had one in the shell inside the glass. Don't tear my table up. You may think this is your show, but you break Teresa's lamp and you'll find out.
Wait, watch this.
Don't get sidetracked now.
Whose lamp?
Don't get sidetracked.
Okay, Miss Teresa's lamp. Okay.
Anyway, did I say that?
Yes, sir.
No, I didn't say
Yes,
that. I did not say that. It's my lamp. See, it's my lamp. Teresa said so.
You're making progress.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Where was I at?
About the coin when you were down in Florida, the 1 Troy ounce.
Okay, yeah. The 1 Troy ounce coin. And I had one in my pocket. And I looked at one, it was identical to the one I had in my pocket. He had, I think it was like $80 on it. $80. Okay. And I sat there, I said, yeah, I'm going to enjoy my trip down here. So I pulled out my coin. And I sat there and I handed it to him. And I says, what can I get for this? And he goes on the computer and he sits on there for about 5 minutes. And he comes back and he says, $13.
Why do you have to go to the computer to figure out how to do all that?
Well, I don't know, but he said, it takes the, what was it he said? It takes the human factor out of it, okay? That was his exact words. It takes the human factor out of it.
Yeah.
You got to use that for a jingle somewhere in your business.
We're going to put the human factor in.
There you go. But anyway, and I sat there and said, but you've got one right there just like this coin for $88. And he says, yeah. And I said, it did make sense, And there was a couple other coins I asked him about in there, and it was just ridiculous. But that was a pawn shop. And you're not a pawn shop. You are going to put in the human factor, as you say. And let me tell you something. You got a young lady over here that does the human factor well.
Yeah, she does a great job. Jim talks about her. We're talking about what a great job Paige does.
Yeah.
She needs a pay raise.
You need to be quiet.
No, she needs a pay raise.
Yeah, I'm going back to Teresa's show any second now. Miss Teresa?
I tell you what we can do. Maybe we can work this out. If y'all,
I may not like
whatever discount you'll give us on that we're paying for advertising, we will turn around and give directly to Paige. So You just tell me how much you're going to cut your ad bill, and Paige is going to
I've
get a
already
raise.
cut it.
Okay.
No. Oh, wait a minute.
We're not
Did
talking-
he
we're
say
not-
that?
Watch this.
Did he say
We're
that?
not talking about
That's
Did
my
he say-
partner. Now, this is my partner.
Did he say that though?
Oh, I just think he said
We
that.
cut the bill
Not my
50% for you, so give her a 50% pay
We
raise.
did back then when you did that.
Yeah.
We're talking about now. We want to do it again? We've already covered that.
Oh, wait a minute. No, we'll fix that off camera. I got him hooked, baby.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, this normally costs, what, $300? It quit.
Who's quit?
Mine.
Does that mean if you're, can you only,
So he doesn't need to talk anymore. We'll just take over. Bob and I'll take him.
Audio.
you want me to share?
You know, let's go to commercial break and see if we can get this fixed. We'll be right back, folks.
Aye.
Thank goodness it quit. Thank goodness it quit. Boy, I'm telling you. Yeah. We'll be back.
See you in a minute.
Keep God in it.
Are we back?
Today's as good a day as any.
Are we here? Are we here?
Did
We're
you
there.
say, did
We're
you
there.
say no, Teresa?
I have lost total control of this show. I just want this to go on record, folks. I've lost total control.
No, you haven't. You haven't. It's okay. Because Miss Teresa told me so. It was her birthday this past week. And by
It
the way,
was.
I wasn't here.
And-
I want to tell you, happy birthday.
And I want to say thank you all very much for the gift. It was beautiful.
Well, we were.
It's been on the newscast every day.
really?
Yeah, it's right
I
there.
made sure that was right over there so it could be seen. I spend more time here, so I stayed here so I could see it.
You know something, as we hope you have enjoyed it. And so the flowers, just something to tell you that we thank you and we do care.
Oh, you guys are awesome. And Alan Cotton done a wonderful job.
Let me tell you something. I talked to him on the phone. I said, listen, this is what's going on. And I said, Alan, I said, you became recommended. I said, Paige. And I'd asked, if I ever need a florist. And his name came back. I said, I need this delivered at such and such time. Al, I want to thank you personally for doing that. It means a lot. I mean, he said,
It was
he said,
really good.
He said, I'll make sure it's on time and I'll make sure it's special. And he did. And I just want to say, hey, thank you very much. You did a great job.
Did you hear what happened when the
No.
girl came to deliver?
What happened?
She'll never forget that. But she comes to the door with the flowers, and I know they're coming, okay? And I had to keep her here because she kept wanting to go. So the girl comes to the door. I open the door for her, let her in. She comes in, and I go, really? I go, those are pretty. I go, and she goes, these are for Teresa. And I go, really? And she walks over to Teresa and hands them to her. And Teresa's like, oh, you sent them to me. I go, no, I did not. And the girl,
Which is the truth.
yeah, and the girl's standing there, and she's walking out the door, and I said in a real stern voice, I said, is there something you need to tell me?
Oh, that little girl started
And that
crying.
girl sat there and goes, oh my God, and she walked out the door.
Isn't that awesome?
She's heading to the car.
She is gone.
She's talking about it now, I'm sure. But
I bet when she got back and saw Alan, she was like, Alan,
Alan, we just caused a divorce.
hey, listen. You know
Live.
that guy that called in for send Teresa some flowers? There's a problem. Eddie's going to be up here.
Yeah, he wants to know who it is. But no, I do want to say this, though. I want to thank you because let me tell you how honorable these people are. He sat there and he called me. He said, Eddie, I want to do something for Teresa on her birthday. And he said, I'll never do anything without asking you, the husband, first. And that means a lot, okay? That really does. That strikes me as being sincere and honest, and that carries through with what y'all do. Now, there's something else I want to talk to you. You got me off all on this other stuff, but I forgot now. It was important too. See what you did?
No, just save it for another
Oh, I know
tape
what it
later
was.
on.
I know what it was. He started it about the advertisement stuff and Paige. and
Oh,
all that.
you-
Oh, I ain't done with him
Hey,
yet.
Paige,
I ain't
Paige.
done with him yet.
Paige, you know
Okay.
something?
I ain't done with
Eddie-
him yet.
Eddie and Miss Teresa have your raise.
Let me tell you. Here's what we'll do, Paige. All right. See, they like to do that. For the next customers that walk in and say they saw this on WKNI, you get 100% of the profit of anything that you buy.
How many customers we talking about?
All.
All the rest of the day?
All. No. All. 'Cause-
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
And we get free advertising
Forever.
forever?
No.
As much as we want?
No.
I mean,
You
if
do
we're-
kinda
if
now,
we're not gonna
Jim.
make- If we're
Jim,
not gonna make
Jim.
any profit, then we're gonna have to cover expenses. No, if it actually works that way, it would seem it would be fair that you would pay us for advertising with you, and then
He's gonna pay us?
he'd pay us for coming on advertising. We'll send him a bill for coming on, and then Paige can make more money, and we can pay our customers more money too. This has possibilities. I could work this into a business plan.
And folks,
It sounds good. to
this
me.
was good news, Covenant County, for today. And nobody dialed 911 yet.
I would tell you something, we're joking and kidding, but the advertisement we have done here has been, you can't really, I don't want to say extreme, it is extremely valuable because you might go up.
And it ain't cheap.
Yeah,
I know.
and
I
I'll,
would tell
No,
you
it
that.
is cheap. Tell 'em it is
I'll
cheap.
take this a step further
It
than
has
Bobby.
been,
I'll
yeah.
tell you that in all the businesses I've ever been in, the money we spend with you is as effective as any advertising I've ever done.
It's
and I
bang for the
have
buck.
had
It's the best there
a
is,
lot of
hands
businesses
down. There's
spend a lot
nothing
of
to
money.
compare with coming on, being on talk, being realistic, and
So
somebody to put the human.
you business people that
Me
are
or
watching-
Teresa?
I
I gotta
I
get
talk to
this.
you, but Teresa's the boss.
The works.
Well,
It works. It works, and it's
yes.
fun. We've enjoyed. We look forward to coming up here.
And for all the business people out there that are watching this, I can tell you can't
It's
spend your advertising
Any
dollars
better? I'm
any
going to tell you this something, and we're talking about, but from the stands that you make, is the reason that we honor you, because we do honor you, and we honor this business, and we support this business and support you from the stands that you make of keep it real, keep God in it. When I heard that, it stuck in my quick. It went all the way to the bone. And I'm going to tell you something. It's a shame that we as a whole community, and I'm talking about just Andalusia as people in general, will not put that in place in our lives. The Bible says, "Seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all things will be added unto you." It's what the Word says. And when you says keep it real, and something, it's not. It's time that being religious gets out of the way, and it's time to being spiritual take effect and take roots into our bones. And that is one of the reasons, we enjoy it. And me and Jim and we have great people that we run our business accordingly, the Scripture. Mm-hmm. And we honor that, include tithing out of our business. So it's a great thing. And we got great people. Pam, when you get a hold of this down in Geneva, I love you too, Pam. We love you, Pam. And, we have Michelle and Troy.
I got hello, Pam. You notice they just now mentioned you, okay? It's always been Paige, okay?
Don't forget about Michelle too. then.
Pam deserves a pay raise too, right, Pam?
Oh, man.
Okay. Michelle who? Michelle?
I forgot.
Yeah,
I
Michelle. Okay.
Forgot. Michelle's up in Troy. She's a great lady. We got great ladies, man. Incredible women. And I'm telling you, they're honest, they're straightforward.
And they're going to be higher paid when this show's over.
Okay. And but we've got great people.
Yeah,
Jim,
because
too.
with no advertising budget now, we can afford this.
You know something? No, Jim. Thank you so much for being my
I'll have to
friend.
put a pencil to it. We'll separate it out effectively.
No. Teresa's over there going, wait. Light bill this month.
Light bill this month.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you something. We're gonna get back to it. People, especially. We've already started, but Friday is our grand boom on buying plated.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's going. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm expecting I'm expecting every yard sale, garage sale, flea market to be wiped out. And we're not coming, I'm gonna tell you
I'm
something.
starting.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. We're not coming out, we're leaving people to bring it to us. I'm not gonna come out and hit your places. I want people to be able to come to us. No, I'm not gonna go out and try to scoop everything from everyone else. I want this because it goes back into my community. But I'm gonna tell you, there's people that's got old china cabinets full of plated, full. And we're looking forward to them, and we're looking forward to all this stuff. We're expecting, you might want to check in with Paige to make sure she's not overly busy, but be prepared, and give us, all the stores a call, and that's Tuesdays and Thursdays in Monroeville. That's every day but Saturday in Geneva with Miss Pam, and that's every day from Monday through Friday in Troy, and that's Michelle. And come Friday, man, we're jumping off the wall. And guess what? We hope the water's deep because me and Jim are jumping. And so we're excited. It's a whole new deal.
Well, we appreciate y'all, and all kidding aside, it's an honor to have y'all on here because y'all live the Christian life in your personal lives as well as your business life. And we really do honor that ourselves.
Well, thank you so much.
And,
It means
because that's keeping it real.
it's when you say that, keep it real. And I'm going to go back, and we said it a while back. People need to know where you're coming from, and I'm telling you, it's important. It's about time to stop being religious and about being real. Because I'm telling you something. The religious people crucified Jesus.
That's right.
And let me tell you, coats and ties. Just going on Sundays, it's hey, what happens on Mondays through Saturdays? Where are you? What kind of fruits do you have in your life? And that is so important to us, and that's why, like I said, we honor you because of that. Something, Eddie, you're going to ruffle feathers. We're going to ruffle feathers, but we're not going to be liked by all men.
Hey, as
Jesus
long as there's Satan feathers, I don't care.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
But you know something? And I'm going to tell you, for your stands, like I'm saying, but I'm going to tell you something, you'll be rewarded.
Right.
And I say it openly in front of all people. God's not mocked, and God's man's not mocked either. Okay? I mean that.
Well, we appreciate you, and we're going to have to get on out of here because you only paid for so much. And
Okay. Man.
I'll give you another minute at a discount.
That's okay.
Well, we appreciate
I
it.
think I've said enough, and we appreciate the time.
Hey, listen.
Jim, you're all right. Guys, I'm telling you, folks, I love these guys hard. They're one of the best clients to have, and we've got a lot of great clients out there. But
I want to ask you a question before you go anywhere. Where are we eating lunch today? Because that is one thing we've had some great places. I mean, the David's up here. We enjoyed it.
can I tell you some good news? Can I give a quick testimony?
Yes, come on, brother.
All right. Monday, I went to see over the snow and ice and all that. All my appointments were canceled last week for the doctor. Monday, they got me in because they were concerned about my diabetes and things like that because we've been working on it. And the doctor called me up Friday. The doctor,
The man.
the man, called me up Friday and said, Eddie, can you be here at 6:30 Monday morning in Montgomery? And I said, yeah. He said, well, fast and come up. We're going to run all the tests. And I said, okay. So, you get the doom and gloom, and you sit there and you really, you start asking God, really, this, because you get scared over the weekend. Doctor calls you up on Friday, says, hey, fast on Monday. We're going to make sure these tests are right. So we get to Montgomery about 7:30. My original appointment was for 11 that they rescheduled. So he said anytime between 6:30 and 11 he'd get me in. I went right through my labs, got all my labs done. I came out, and Teresa, I went to breakfast at the hospital. We were at the VA hospital. And they bought me breakfast for fasting. That's the deal they get. I guess if you fast, they buy you breakfast, so you make sure you eat. And Teresa and I went down and ate breakfast. And I came back up to check in, and I says, I'm Eddie Lewis, and, my doctor's appointment's originally, oh, no, he's waiting on you. So I immediately went back into the room, okay, and he sat me down, he went through all my medications, and he changed a few of them around. And we discussed the changing, and I said, Doc, you know, the changing's okay. Let's get past this. What are my numbers? Okay. 2 months ago, 2.5 months ago, December, my sugar A1C was 9.7, which is stroke, cardiac, all sorts of bad problems, kidneys problems, eye problems, everything should be happening. And it's hard to come down from that. And I prayed, you know that. We prayed together, we worked together. The diet changed. I watched everything that I eat, and I went in. And the optimal, okay, is anywhere around 7, 6 to 7, okay? Mine was 7 yesterday. So I want to praise God for that.
Boom, baby.
Okay.
I love
I
it.
am back to normal with my sugar. And all my other counts, everything, my blood pressure, everything, perfect.
Man.
Okay. So God answers prayers. Okay. And I want to thank God publicly for blessing me and Teresa with that.
Wow, that's awesome.
And, a lot of folks, and then we got my eyeglasses, we got my, other stuff taken care of. I mean, it was just a wonderful day, on Monday. But that's why we weren't here Monday.
Wow. I got you.
But I want to say thank y'all for coming on.
We enjoy it.
And
We'd love to come up and visit with you.
A long relationship with you guys, and you too, Jim.
Jim, you know something? I think, you know something?
We know who runs your business.
I think he got up under your skin this time. It's Paige, actually. It's Precious.
Yeah. I didn't mean to get under your skin.
Did you get up under the skin? Because
Did I get under your
I'm-
skin?
I'm fine.
I know that.
There's
Whatever
plenty
plan.
of it there.
You know.
Anyway,
And
I'm sorry, I can't.
man,
But I love him.
Hey,
Wow.
Nobody's shooting at us.
nobody's.
That's right.
Nobody's.
There you go. Amen.
Awesome.
Boy. Anyway, guys, thank y'all. Folks, I'm not kidding you. You sit here and hear me talk about these guys. You can go to wherever you want to sell your stuff when it comes to precious metals. But if you really want to have the most honest, sincere, direct approach, okay, the human factor kept in it, and I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, go down there to the west or to the Martin Luther King Expressway, next to Domino's Pizza.
That's right.
And those fantastic nail people.
Nail Tech.
Nail Tech. Ooh, I'm ready for another pedicure.
All right.
Man,
Awesome.
that was great stuff. But they're right there, and Paige is there during the day. You guys are going to be up there today
We'll be
Yes,
there
sir.
for a while, yeah.
for a while. So if you really want to see them, come on by. Bring all your
Let's bring it
silver
on.
plated to me here at 12 Court Square. What?
Eddie.
What? I'll take it off your hands, get it out of there. It's too much to take care of for you, and I know. Just drop by. I'll have a bucket outside the door. Drop off your old silverware, sterling silver, plated gold, anything. We'll take it.
I want to do. Can I say it today, this afternoon? Can I start to say it that I care so much about?
I'm only kidding. I'm not. Jim's over there going sending messages to Paige. Shoot him when he walks
Walls
in
in
the
the
door.
door. But I gotta say it. I gotta start it.
All right, we're out of here. Love y'all.
Hey, I gotta
Hold on.
say it. Please
Love
don't
y'all.
do it.
Look at him.
I love it because it means so much.
It does. It
Hey,
really does.
listen, keep it real.
Keep God in it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Guys, I love you, and y'all awesome.
Thank
Awesome
you.
people.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you.
Oh, well,
Miss Teresa, I love you. You're the boss, and I know it.
folks, I look forward to this every time they come on. God bless y'all. We'll see you here tomorrow, same time, same place.
See y'all
here
at
in
the store
WKNI.
today. Thank
Come on,
you.
hey, come by and see him. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll buy 2 pizzas for lunch, and Paige can sit there and hand out pizza.
That'll be great. Well,
I was
y'all
thinking
come
about
see us.
going back to David's where you took us for that.
Wait a minute. That's exactly, there's no coincidence.
I would love to go
Yes,
back. Can
I
we go
wanna
back?
go to David's.
Man, that'd be sweet. I loved it. We had
I
a
wanna
great
go to
time
David's.
there.
David's Catfish, man, let me tell you that.
Let me tell you something. And we're sitting there eating. Hey, if somebody wants to say something to Eddie, just come on by the table. We're good with it. We'll see y'all today.
Y'all have a great day.
Hey, and thank you, Alan, for the flowers, too. You did a great job.
Al,